This is Toss Talk, where it's all about yard games, having fun, and what it takes to create social entertainment. With your host and creator, Kelvin, on Toss Tunes Radio.
Hey, what is up, guys? And welcome back to another episode of Toss Talk. And today, we are playing Castlesquares. Yes, this is a brand new game, just got on the market. It is like Foursquare, but you get to play with 9 people. It's crazy, game goes quick, a whole lot of fun. So I'm glad I get to chat with the owners of this game, and we're going to see what it's all about. So let's hop into this.
Hey, Kelvin.
Hey, what's up? How are you doing?
Oh, we're super good. How are you doing?
I am doing well. I'm excited to actually get to chat with you guys. I know it's been a long time coming right now.
Yeah, well, thank you so much. We appreciate you taking time to talk with us.
Yes. Yeah, let's just get right into it. Actually, first off, are you surviving the pandemic? I know it's been kind of crazy for everybody right now.
You know what? We had Chick-fil-A yesterday, so we're doing great. Yeah, we're doing okay.
It's just small wins, honestly.
It's small things.
How about
I
you?
love that.
You're in Virginia, right?
Yes. Yeah, things are opening back up, but it's still kind of back and forth right now. It's a weird time to be living in right now.
Yeah, that's for sure.
But let's talk about some good things and your product and your company. What led you guys to create was it Castleball or Castlesquares?
Yeah, Castlesquares.
Castlesquares, yes.
I mean, the name itself has been a journey too, but so we I would say about 4 years ago, my grandfather, about like 78 now, so 74 he would have been. And I wasn't able to go on the family trip to go visit them. I either had work or school, I can't remember what it was. My siblings got back, my little cousins got back, like, oh, we played 9 Square with Grandpa and Grandma. I was like, oh, that's cool. They're like, I mean, what is it? Like, well, it's like 4 Square, but in the air with 9 people. Wait, what? And like they're trying to explain it to me. They tell me they had a ton of fun playing this game with Grandma. I was like, I never would have thought Grandma would have been playing a yard game. Was the other thing. And they're telling me about like this PVC structure they had. Like, oh, it took us forever to build, and like we built it in the garage with Grandpa, and it took us a while to set it up. But once it got set up, there was a line of like the church group came over to play the set, and like we had my 5-year-old brother, playing with the 7-year-old grandmother, playing with the cousin that plays volleyball. Like, oh, it was such a fun game, and I just had such a hard time picturing what it was. My grandpa was like, "We've got to share this with other people," and so he had me look into it. I was like, "The PVC is like 150 pounds. I don't know how we'd ever be able to ship this to people, and it takes a while to set up." And so my grandpa's a mechanical engineer, as is my dad. I'm studying chemical engineering. And fast forward 2 years, we've done at least 20 different iterations of the game. So we finally got down to like, okay, like this is a much like more affordable version. We've got it's more height adjustable. We're not dealing with 150 pounds of PVC. We were still able to have everyone play the game that they wanted to. And so that was the journey of like, oh, this is such a fun game that they made in the garage that the whole family enjoyed, to 20 iterations later, probably over-engineering certain aspects of it. Still the same fun gameplay, but so much easier to move, and now the whole family is involved in creating this yard game and taking it to different youth in different churches, different youth camps across the U.S.
Yeah, and that's kind of when I hopped into. This is Kiki talking. Ian and I were in the same youth group, and he brought it to one of our activities, and I was thinking, wow, this game is so fun. So from there, Ian had this idea of his family, and we're just thinking, how can we share this with other youth groups, with other individuals? Because we found that when we played it, it's almost like a connection. It's not just a game, but people connect and they can interact with each other. It's low pressure and everyone can get involved. So that's kind of where our story comes from.
Yeah, that is awesome. I just from that I can tell you're passionate about the product, and that's very good to know because 20 iterations, you definitely put a lot of time and effort into it. So it better be working correctly now. That's amazing. I know I see so many yard games out there, and I'm still surprised by the level of creativity that people come up with, and the fact that a game like yours is just bringing everybody together to have a good time. So, good job on that. That's really cool.
Yeah, well, thank you. It was interesting. I was talking to someone, and she was telling me about her autistic son and how grateful she was for this game because her son really struggles to talk with others, and he feels a lot of pressure at social interactions, but he says he feels most comfortable when he's able to play a game like this, or he's just able to, enjoy being with others, but not have that pressure of small talk or having to converse with others, but just to play and have fun.
I love that. That's really cool. Next question though. So how exactly do you play the game? I mean, there's 9 people involved. I guess it's a little like Foursquare, but more people. Like, what are the rules?
Yeah, so I'm going to do the best. Like I said, I struggle to even envision this contraption they're talking about. But yeah, so we know like in Foursquare, we've got like the king square, queen square, right, that people try to make it to. And
yes.
That's the person that starts with it. So now we're going to envision 9 squares raised up in the air by 4 different legs and creating a grid pattern with straps. So you've got square 1, which is one with corner squares, and you've got square 9, which is the one in the middle of the interruption. So people start in square 1, and they fill in all the different squares to lead to the middle square. Then the ball starts bouncing right between the different squares, and people try to, bump the ball or spike it or set it into someone else's square. And if it passes through their square and hits the ground, then they're out, and they either get back to the square 1, or if there's a line, which often there is, they go back to the line, and they talk with people and rotate through that way. And the idea is that you're going to want to try and last for as long as possible so you make it to the middle square. And one of the fun things is, though, is like we've seen people do different versions of it, though. I mean, so with the straps, you can do, some people are like, I don't have 9 friends or 8 friends. And it's like, that's okay. Like, you can do like a 2-player version, which I guess is just like a cage version of volleyball. But we've seen like 2-player, you can do 4 players, 6-player, 9-player. I mean, any number of players that you want to do in it. And you can change the grid pattern with the straps. We've seen it where people say like, oh, you can hit the ball 3 times, or you only can hit it with your head, or only your left arm, or we're going to have 2 people in each square. So now we've got 18 people playing. And, or sometimes like, now the one that was most fun that we've seen is we put it in a pool. And like, we kept the games the same. And we've played I probably played 100 hours of this game already. And like the people that are working in this, they work in it, 10 hours a day. Then we go and throw it in a pool, and I'm like, oh my word, this is so much fun. So there's different ways to play. There's instructions on the website at castlesquares.com/learn to play. But we also this is our gameplay, but do whatever you want, whatever's most fun for your situation, however many people you have. So
that is awesome. I was just about to ask that, like, do people play differently? And like, that's like the beauty of yard games as well. People kind of make up their own rules a little bit, and it sounds like a lot of fun, and I like how you get everybody involved and doing different things with it.
Yeah, it's been really, really neat to see all these groups of people have something to do.
When you start off, how do you pick the person that gets to like the number 1 spot? Is it just like rock, paper, scissors?
Yeah, cage fighting. No, just kidding.
Yeah. Cage fights. You gotta have a cage fight.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess in our family, it's usually the youngest races to the center. They grab the ball and they just stand there. It rotates so quickly, though.
Okay.
That I haven't, everyone's goal is to make it to the center. Unless you get, this D1 volleyball player in the middle that surrounded by 5-year-olds, I've never seen someone last more than, 10 sets.
Yeah.
Or so.
Oh, okay.
So it rotates so quickly
Okay.
that, it doesn't really matter where you start.
Yeah.
Okay.
You make your way through very quickly.
Yeah. That's what I was kind of thinking, but you never know. I haven't played yet, so I'm excited to try this out at some point.
Yeah, we're excited for you to try it out as well.
You already answered my next question. You went through 20 versions of it. What was the most difficult?
Sure.
Yeah, what was the most difficult part about going through all that, and what did you have to change a lot? What was the common problem that kept coming up or something?
Yeah, so it started with this idea of okay, this PVC version isn't height adjustable, but okay, we could fix that, But then it was okay, but this weighs 150 pounds and it takes up 3 bags that are 3 huge bags in our garage, and
yeah,
we have a 15 passenger van. If we take out the 2 back benches, we're fine, but who wants to do that type of thing? And so the hardest part became we want to make sure that the ball can bounce around on it and still kind of have that dynamic of more than just a barrier of a volleyball net, and actually have something the ball can bounce on. So we had to make this structure strong enough to provide tension of the ball balance, but still use less material to make it portable and easy to set up. And I would say we're still, we keep improving it, but we finally got to a point where okay, this provides enough structure that's going to last 3 years and, is very durable and still allows us to have a strap. But we've also slimmed it down enough that we have my 8-year-old brother that can carry the bag. And, it's a process that continues, but when we got to the point that the 8-year-old could carry it.
And not to mention it takes 3 minutes to set up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was huge.
Yeah.
That's a great point. Yeah, it was so much easier to set up.
Oh, yeah, that is a good point. That's very cool. Yeah, that's I was just about to ask that too. How quick is the setup? Because it looks huge. But that's also just very cool that you figured that all out, because it's a process to really kind of fine tune some things, especially if you kind of already know what you want to do, but just really trying to make it work. People don't really understand how tough that is and how hard it can be.
Luckily, we've been blessed with 3 generations of engineers that have put their heart and soul into this. So it's been really cool to see it come together.
Everyone needs an engineer friend, especially
so
making any type of products. Everyone needs one.
I just think so. My mom, her name is Terry or Teresa, and we go, and she probably got asked more questions than she cared to answer on a daily basis. So she's Mother Teresa, right? Literally, she's my mother. Her name is Teresa.
No, that's awesome.
She put up with all the product testing. She brought it to the different activities. We, had 400 or 500 people play on it, and
that's very cool. So where are you getting the game sets made now? Who's making them for you?
Yeah, so we have moved into a warehouse, and we have this team. They come in every day. We have involved as much of the family as we can, and as much as our friends and people that might be out of work with the coronavirus. Just trying to get, because it's a little bit hard. We can't do a huge production team because of the virus, but just trying to get the people that we feel are most qualified, hard workers. We handcraft it here. All of our suppliers are from the United States. We take a lot of pride in ordering good products and making a good product.
Yeah. So we're in the U.S., assembling it in the U.S., but not only that, all of our components are sourced in the U.S. And because we were looking into other countries, but we're like, this is 3 months out. Or the summer's going by, I want to have this now. And meanwhile, our siblings that are able to, that are old enough to work. And, neighbors are like, well, we don't have anything to do during coronavirus. We're like, okay, we're going to source it in the U.S. and we're going to make it here. And that was kind of the transition that allowed us to even launch it this summer. So.
Wow, that's very cool. I like that it's all sourced in the U.S. because it is quite difficult to actually do that. And good job on setting that all up. And that's how businesses start. Just putting all the little pieces together to create that your own warehouse and everything and make it work. So good job on getting that far.
Oh, thank you. It's been a journey.
Yeah.
Yes, I bet. Enjoy the journey. I will get back to my next question, but this is a good segue into, so you said you're sourcing everything in the U.S. What do you think has been the most challenging part of setting up like that supply chain and also, finding the parts you need to actually put everything together?
Yeah, that's a really good question. Like we said, it's been a journey. Just because if one supplier has a delay, that will set us back in our production, a few days. So it's always a balancing act. But I would say the coolest thing about our team is that we have these meetings every morning, and we talk. Okay, here's the problem of the day. And then we have everyone just gather around. It doesn't matter if you're doing marketing. It doesn't matter if you're doing web design. Okay, what if we did this? And we're all just kind of working together. We're like, here are our problems today. And it always resolves itself. So it's been cool to see that no matter what, it works out. And it's just learning and trying to find solutions the best we can.
Nice. I like that. I feel like some people could probably get some good use out of that because everybody does things a little bit differently, and it's nice to hear how other people are working through problems and everything. So that's very good. All right, guys. I hope you're enjoying the show so far. We'll be right back after this short break. Hey, if you like yard games and you're an avid golfer, you're going to love this game. It is called Chip Down. You heard it right, Chip Down. This game will not only help you practice your chipping, but it's a fun game that you can take anywhere, to the beach, and you could even play it indoors. Who doesn't love practicing some chipping, especially indoors? This game is available right now. Use promo code TOSS, that's all caps, TOSS, and get yourself 10% off your order of Chip Down. You are going to love this game. It all comes in a nice package, even with some nice turfs that you could play, practice anywhere. So get yourself on Chip Down. Links are in the show notes. Promo code TOSS. Enjoy. All right, so welcome back. Let's get back into this chat. My next question. So back, everybody's playing the game. I'm sure random people see it and they're like, what the hell is this? Before they even play, what are some like common like misconceptions or things people say about the game before they like really get into it?
I would say a lot of people think, oh, I'm not athletic enough. I'm not good at volleyball. I'm too short.
Oh, okay.
And the truth is, myself, I am 5'1", so I am not a volleyball star. But I still have so much fun playing this game. I don't feel inadequate. I feel like I can play with others. So I think what people don't understand is this game is for everyone. It doesn't matter if you feel like you're super good at sports, if you're just getting started. It's a game that everyone can enjoy, everyone can play.
Yeah, and I feel like I studied engineering, and so you probably could be more passionate about the features. But the thing that's been, I think that we're most passionate about is this idea that, like, for example, in volleyball, I love volleyball, but, a 5-year-old can't play with the high school volleyball player. Like, that dynamic doesn't work. The ball's going to make it over the net once and it's done. Versus with this, we truly could have the 5-year-old play with the 7-year-old grandmother. We could have my mom enjoy the game. I have a cousin that, is being recruited for D1 volleyball, and she's incredible. and she was able to play, and people came back for hours, keep on playing it. You have this huge range of skill set and sizes, and everyone was able to have fun. And like that's probably what we're most excited about the game, is it brings people together that normally wouldn't be together in a sporting or a yard game situation, and everyone can enjoy it.
Yes, I love that. And that's also the beauty of yard games as well, and their unique ability to everybody just kind of has that common ground. Even if they don't know how to play, they start playing and they're like, oh, this is fun. I could do that. So that's really cool.
Exactly.
So how new is the company, or how long have you guys been in business?
Yeah. So, I mean, it's been years of product development, right?
Yeah.
But as far as like when it started selling, it's been 5 weeks, 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You guys
up for about 6 weeks.
That's awesome. You guys are fresh on the market. I love it.
Yeah. We've just been running.
Yeah, running is running, sprinting.
Okay. Yeah. And are sales going all right in these first couple weeks? Are you seeing some traction?
Yeah, I mean, at first week it was slow, and then it's just been building since then.
Yeah, and our goal is always to have the consumer have a positive experience. So the cool thing about just starting out is we have this close interaction with the people that are buying the products, and we get feedback like, "This is so amazing," and then they send it to 10 of their friends. And so it's been really cool to see that close interaction that we can have with the people we're selling to.
Yeah, that's definitely like the thing that it made it go faster. I mean, I think we would have had more of a steady type of growth, but it's just once people have played it, like, oh, I want this at my church. I want this at my youth group. I want this for our family reunion. I want this, or if they have a big family, I want this for my family. And that I think is where a lot of the growth comes from, for sure. It's just once they've played it and they see this weird contraption, they play it once and they're like, this is a ton of fun. I can see what this would be.
I love that. That's pretty cool, and congrats for getting it out there, getting it on the market. And if there's anything I could do to help with sales and push the product, just let me know. I'll be happy to, start sharing some more memes of you guys, and
we love
put
your
it back out there. Good. I know. People get a smile. Just I love some yard games, so it's nice to have some fun with it.
Yeah, we're such a big fan of you, Kelvin.
Oh yeah,
we're totally
it's like, okay, it's not problem today, but just look at what Kelvin said.
Yeah. Let's check out some funny memes.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. I'm glad people are enjoying the content, because when I started, I was like, I know I like this. I hope other people do too.
Yes. It's great.
Thank you. So this is a good little segue. Let's move on to the random question round. One person, Kiki, you can go first, and then Ian. I just have, a couple questions. You can answer them either one word or just a little short, answer. Okay.
Yeah.
So question 1, what is your favorite side dish to have at a cookout? So not like the main dish, like, what do you have like on the side?
I love mac and cheese on the side, a good creamy mac and cheese.
Nice.
Okay. So I lived in Puerto Rico for 2 years, and they've got avocados there like the size of a cantaloupe. I mean,
oh,
it's a little bit, but they're huge there, and they cut you like half a thing of this avocado, and it becomes almost a full meal. But they've got meat and everything, and that was my favorite thing. Yeah, this huge slice of avocado that they salt. Okay, I guess you got me hungry. But yeah, okay, the fried avocado in Puerto Rico, that's what I love.
Nice. I
I
love
think we're going
that.
to see the
It's a
lunch
good
break.
one.
Yeah, we're going to exactly.
Perfect. Question number 2. What is your favorite yard game besides, Castlesquares?
Yeah, so I lived in Sweden for 18 months, doing volunteer work for my church. So I have to go with Cube, which is a Swedish game.
Yes.
That's where I first learned to play it, and I love that game.
Oh, I love that game too. Actually, that's another one I made in the garage with my grandma. Well, that's great. You've got Swedish ancestry, so that's great. Okay, so I would probably go with just the classic spike ball.
Okay.
I think my brother's actually had a tournament this morning on it. Yeah, he's probably beat me 4 out of 5 times. But when I beat him, it's definitely my favorite game outside of players.
I love that. I always like to joke and say spike ball is not a yard game, it's a workout.
That's so true.
Oh, that is totally true.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Nice. Good choices. All right. So question number 3. If you had to get rid of a yard game or sport, what would it be?
I am not a good mini golfer. So I think I would maybe forgo that one. There's
Mini
not
golf,
much
you're out.
interaction.
I
think I'm not good at. I just want to get rid of.
Here we go. Mini golf.
Yeah.
No putt for anyone.
Yeah. I'm sure it's fun for other people to see me struggle. I'm like around trying to get in the hole.
That's too funny. What about you?
Yeah. So I mean, I'm gonna say archery, but like I know it's not like a yard game, but I can tell a story if I just go real quick. So my uncle, he's a sports medicine doctor at Duke, and he got access to some of this cool looking like Olympic gear. Like we're talking like the full jumpsuit of like Team USA, red, white, and blue stars. Like,
oh wow,
it looks pretty legit. Now, keep in mind, I'm 6'5". I weigh $150. Like, I am not the intimidating athletic specimen. But it was Halloween, and I was like, you know what? Like, I'm just as an athlete. This is, I played sports in high school, but this is my, I'm in college now. Let's just relive the glory days a little bit on the next level. So I show up for school, and I'm walking the hallways, and people like, kind of an eye-catching thing. Once again, red, white, and blue stars all over me. And people were like, what are you just at? And I'm like, an Olympian. And they're like, yeah, what sport are you? Like curling or archery? And I was like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not bagging on these sports. I'm just saying that as far as like the most athletically intimidating sports, we're thinking like heavy lifting. So no one thinks of archery or curling. And so I was like totally salty. Everyone's like, oh, you're definitely an archer. And so I guess
oh my god,
that way I couldn't just be automatically assume that I'm the skinny archer in the corner.
That is so funny. I love it. I'm never gonna forget that now. I'm gonna make some archery memes just for you.
Oh, we can send you some pictures at the end.
Oh yes, do it.
Or it may just be a live post, and you kind of get the same idea.
Yeah.
Oh my god. All right. Question number 4. Do you have a favorite conspiracy theory?
Oh.
Yeah. We were actually talking about this earlier. And I think we agree that it is, did we actually land on the moon?
Yeah.
That's a good one. Mm-hmm.
That opened up a conversation. We're like, we know conspiracy theory. We're gonna gloss over it. Then we like talked about it for like 5 or 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But did we? Like, I mean,
we're like looking at pictures.
We're just looking at pictures. Just reading the discussion is fun.
Yeah. And then we thought, what would it be like to play Castlesquares on the moon?
And then we were laughing out of this world. So there was definitely plastic humor going on over that one. But did we land on the moon? In short, did we land on the moon?
What do you think, Kel?
Yeah, what do you think?
I like to believe that we did. I love space and everything. There's a lot of data and math to back it up, but at the same time, there's that little bit of doubt and be like, I don't know, did we though?
I know.
Could have been an elaborate hoax, but
yeah.
It's a good one. I like it. All right.
But do you have a favorite conspiracy theory though?
Oh my God. Let's see. I have so many.
Is yard games and conspiracy theory and does that?
Yeah, it's just random questions here. Let's see. I'm actually just liking the current conspiracy theory going on right now. Is Corona a hoax or not? Or how did it even start? Like, I'm not saying that the death rate is, something to joke about, but how did this even come about? This is kind of crazy. And everybody in the world is kind of in on it, or are they not in on it? Like, what's going on really?
Well, the theory I had heard is that, birds aren't real, and so they had to switch out the batteries in the birds. So they need to make sure everyone, was social distance. So I think they're turning to the pelican at this point.
I have a shirt. I have a shirt that says that. I have a shirt that says that birds aren't real.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. And then just space in general as a whole. You can have conspiracy theories all day with that.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah. All right. Last question here for the random questions. Name a hobby that you no longer do anymore.
I really like to play guitar, but I haven't had much time for it this past year. So that's something that I want to get back into.
For me, it's reading fantasy books. I used to love to sit down and read for hours on a Saturday in the afternoon. But yeah, I still want to do is read blog posts and do research and homework, and so I miss just reading for fun, I guess.
I like that. For me, I used to be a amateur sponsored like skateboarder and everything. But I haven't skated in I haven't skated in so long. It's like, I just want to go like ride around and just, So, yeah.
Oh, wow. Are you also a longboarder?
Yes. I love the longboard and things like that, but I just haven't really been able to get out and get on the board at all.
So hopefully you can get out there.
Yeah. It is kind of fun to pick up some hobbies back again. You've kind of re-fall in love with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that was great answers. I love it. I just have a few more questions for you guys. So what is next for Castlesquares, and what are you currently excited about? I mean, I know you're excited that you just launched and everything, but is there anything else you're kind of getting ready for?
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely excited in general. I mean, most of our meetings are but what is, and then we fill in the blank. So as Ian mentioned earlier, I think we brought into the pool.
We had talked to people that had told us they were doing this.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
But we tried it just a few days ago. And
it was so fun. So we're currently making, trying to get our aluminum product completely durable for the pool and getting ready to kind of launch that. In addition, we're just really excited when some of the restrictions open up and we can start having tournaments and special events, just letting people, try out the game a little bit more before purchasing. So we're excited.
Very cool. I like it. I'm excited to try this out and, get a bunch of my friends together and have some fun on the beach with it.
Oh, yeah. That sounds amazing.
Oh, the beach sounds great. Yeah, that sounds so great.
We're here in Utah.
So final question, as yard game entrepreneurs, what is your mantra or quote or inspiration that you're living by that motivates you to get out and sell Castlesquares every single day?
Yeah, I would say our philosophy right now, kind of an overarching theme, has been everyone can play. We have felt from the very beginning that what we want to provide is an experience for players so they can feel involved and enjoy that. It doesn't matter your age, your height, your athletic ability, that everyone can play. So that's what we want to get out. But also just in our own internal team, that everyone's involved. Every person who's working on the product, that's working on marketing or web design, that we're all equally valuable. And then we all have something to contribute, and it's just all about teamwork for us.
Yeah, amen. Yeah, totally. Yeah. Totally, yes, that's it.
I love that. Everyone can play. Short and sweet, but means so much. I love it. Well, it has been a pleasure talking with you guys, and I feel like I know so much about you guys now, so we're best friends already.
Yes. We're so excited to get you your set as well.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm excited. And like I said, if there's anything I could do to help, if you have any questions about anything, definitely here, and, want to keep the community going, and definitely reach out to other people in the community and, ask them what they're doing as well, and collaborate, because we're all in this together. So yeah, it's nice to meet you guys.
Yeah, thank you so much, Kelvin. It's been such a pleasure to talk with you.
I cannot wait for our next meeting to say I talked with Kelvin. Oh, I know.
I love that. Yes, I'll get you guys back on. We can catch up, just a little short chat and see how sales are going and where you're at later on. So I love that.
That sounds great.
All right, well, you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Thanks, Calvin. You too. Thanks. Bye.
That was Kiki and Ian. They are owner of the brand new game called Castlesquares. Like Foursquare, but it is 9 squares. Yes, I said it, 9 squares raised up in the sky playing volleyball. It is amazing. You just got to check it out. You would just think, what is this? But like they said, as soon as you start playing, you have a lot of fun, and everyone can play. So check them out. Links are in the show notes. They are just live with sales right now, so get on there, order yourself a set, put it in the pool, take it to the beach, get 9 friends together. If you don't have 9 friends, you don't even need 9 friends. Just get yourself a set and start playing. And as always, guys, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.